Good day, everyone. Welcome to Azure Data Factory series. In this episode, we will guide you through the step-by-step process to deploy Azure Data Factory directly from the Azure portal. Let's get started. So now what I'm going to do is like on the Azure portal, I've clicked on create a resource and search for Data Factory. So just click on this create and then click on Data Factory here. Wait for the Azure Data Factory creation portal to come up. So we have it here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new resource group here. Let's name it as JBS Wiki ADB Azure Data Factory. So let's click on OK. Let's name the Azure Data Factory as JBS Wiki ADB South India. Yep, and change the region to South India. Okay, I will leave the version as V2. Let's click on next. I'm not going to play around with GitHub, so I'm just going to leave this default, which is configure Git later. And then as far as the networking is concerned, I'm going to leave everything as default here. Yeah. So we will discuss about private endpoint and things like that later when we start deploying the pipelines and then when we talk about the security things. But right now we will leave it as default, which would be the public endpoint. Yeah. Let's click on next. And enable encryption using customer managed key. I'm not going to use it right now. I will do it later when I have created the data factory. Yeah, let's click on next. And then tags, if you want, you can select the required tags. Here I'm going to use it as application JB Databricks. And you can give whatever you want. Yeah, so I'm just going to give a tag called application and I will name it as JB Databricks. Yeah, and then click on next. And then what I'll do, I will create my first Azure Data Factory on the resource group JBS Wiki ADB. Let's click on create. It's going to take like 30 seconds to 1 minute. So I will pause the video now, and once the deployment completes, I will resume it back. Okay, so the deployment is completed now. So I'm just going to click on go to resource here. And then if you see here, I have my Azure Data Factory created. So you can click on Launch Studio here. And then what happens is like you will be able to see the Azure Data Factory Studio. So here we have our Azure Data Factory Studio. Yeah. So we have several options here like author, monitor, manage, and things like that. Let's click on author here, and then here you can see different pipelines. So if you have created any pipelines, you will be able to see that. Now click on this plus, which is add new resource, and then you will be able to see there are several pipelines. So let's click on pipeline. I'm not going to create anything now, but what I'll do is like I will show you what we have here. Yeah, as far as the move and transform is concerned, we have this copy data, data flow. We have options for Synapse. We have provisions to add Azure Data Explorer. So we have several other things like we have for Databricks. For the HD Insight, you can bring in components for Power Query as well. For machine learning, iteration and conditioners, you have everything here. It is just like you have all the available logic. So whatever you want, the option is available. It is just like you need to understand each and every option and then utilize it as per your requirement. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.